All right, man. If Jared Goff balls out next year, that's the only way the Lions can win the North or even make the playoffs. It's down to Jared Goff. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, next subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. So obviously there was still some interest for Jared Goff this offseason. The Washington football team looked at him before they acquired Carson Wentz. And let's talk about Seattle Seahawks trying to trade for him around a month ago. So obviously people still believe in the talent. Now he did, show his talent in previous years after a slow start with Jeff Fisher, which he did go 7-7, but he lost. He was 0-7 that year, so he had a rough start. 5 touchdowns, 7 picks. But the next year, Sean McVay, I believe, came in and he went 11-4, and threw 28 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. You know, that was his last year with single interception until he came to Detroit, but the yards was totally different. And he played one less game this year. He played one less that year, a couple less games this year. So I mean, 32-12, 22-16, 20-13, the numbers started to fall there. But the only way the Lions can make the playoffs is through Jared Goff. That's the only way they can make the playoffs. If he steps up and he returns to 2018. 32 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 64.9% completion rate, 3-13. He was sacked 33 times that year. That's the second most he's been sacked in his career. Last year was the most. Last year was the most. So put you in context of that, which a lot of times last year it wasn't always on the offensive line. He had to hold the ball because apparently he didn't have too many people, too many people there to get free is what people would say. But he held the ball a lot last year. So Patrick Mahomes last year was sacked 28 times. Somebody else, who else do we think of? Brown. Carson Wentz. He behind one of the best offensive lines of football, which I think he played every game last year. Yep. And he was sacked 32 times last year. So, I mean, he played every game 32 times, and that's behind the best offensive line in football. He got sacked 50 times in Philadelphia the previous year, so in only 12 games. So, I mean, like I said before, Jared Goff is the wave. If we gonna do something, it's gonna be him and Ben. It's gonna be him and Ben Johnson cooking up a great offense. Hold on, let me make sure it ain't raining. Cooking up a great offense, and that's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be them cooking up something great, and him playing well. And it's gonna start off with the running game. It's gonna end off with the running game. So that's one thing y'all gotta pay attention to. He's got to upgrade this franchise. There's a lot of pieces that's in place last year, but we only gonna go as far as Mr. Jared Goff gonna take us. That's as far as they're gonna go. If they're gonna make this huge leap, if they're gonna make this colossal leap, if they're gonna be this playoff team, they're gonna be able to take the North away from Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields. Aaron Rodgers is turning 39 on December 2nd. You know, if he it's the time is now. Brad Holmes told him that he gonna get him some more weapons and this, that, and the third and all that type of stuff. So if they gonna rise this year and all these new expectations, people talking about it's a renaissance for Detroit sports. Is it a renaissance for Detroit sports? It's gonna start. It's gonna start with Jared Goff because he's gonna be able to take the field before Kate Cunningham and Jay Ivey and all them guys take the field. There was a lot of opportunities last year where they was in ball games and he couldn't make a play to win the ball games. If I had to make a recommendation, I think they should play with a little bit more tempo. But they was there, and with the playmakers, they might make the difference. But if you're gonna win a Super Bowl in Detroit, they need a transcendent talent at quarterback, and that's one thing that's really escaped us. Y'all can say what y'all say about Matthew Stafford. Everything had to be perfect in LA for him to win, including a little bit of luck. We need somebody that's gonna go out there, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and I know that's damn near impossible to find, but we need somebody that's going to take, really take a team on his back and carry him like Aaron Rodgers do in Green Bay, and that's what we miss. I mean, every team missing that ain't winning. If we being real, every team missing that ain't winning. But if they're going to turn this thing around next year, he's going to be the catalyst. Him and Ben Johnson are the single most important thing, because without a quarterback, you're not winning this game, no matter how far you go. The anomaly was Nick Foles, Jeff Hostetler in New York. Those are the anomalies. Those happen few far in between. And, if you want to be a playoff team every year, a perennial playoff every year, you need a transcendent quarterback. You need great quarterback play. And if Jared Goff, will it surprise me if Jared Goff play well next year? No, it won't. Ben Johnson is seeming like a rock star. But he also in a year where his contract can get voided at and he can get a new contract. So I would expect him to play well this year. Them pay him a lot of money, and then he revert back to being Jared Goff. That's my opinion. That's what I expect to happen. If, one of the scenarios I expect to happen. But like I said before, he got a lot of weapons this year, even without Jameson Williams coming back. We'll see. But a lot of people are starting to believe what the Lions are going to do. One of the first signs is going to be the dress rehearsal, which is probably the second preseason game now, because there's only 3 preseason games. When they do a joint, I think they got a joint practice coming up pretty soon. And them reports are always pretty much accurate when they play another team. So they will have a joint practice with the Colts. So that'll be, I think week 2 will be a dress rehearsal. They have a joint practice with the Colts week 2. And when you start hearing what happened with the Colts, what leak out against the Colts, that should tell you everything you need to know about how it's really going. Because bums beating up on bums don't mean nothing. It don't mean a damn thing. When you go up against another team, then you see where your defense at, who your offense at, where your special teams at. So we start hearing good things out of training camp with them playing well against the Indianapolis Colts, and them things look together and start translating to preseason. Then I have a little bit more hope. So, but it all starts and ends off with Jared Goff. It do it, and the Lions look, the offense pick up and the defense fall off. So it all, starts and ends with Jared Goff. It does. So that's how important he is. They gotta understand, without a quarterback, bro, they paying guys, they paying guys, a lot of money. They pay Kyler Murray all that money, he don't even study. So I mean, but you like the guy. You hear the interview with the pivot and all that stuff. You like the guy, and you want to see a guy like that. Win, and he said he seemed like a really, really nice guy. You want to see him succeed and all that. But the Lions need the answer at quarterback. The Lions need the guy at quarterback. And if he could be the guy, fine. I don't care who it is. At this point, I don't care who it is. But they need the answer at quarterback. If Jared Goff is the answer, he's the answer. But we'll see. It's up to Jared Goff, man, and whatever Ben Johnson cook up for them to be successful. Whatever you can cook up for them to be successful, that's what they're gonna need. But if they're gonna make a drastic turnaround, it's gonna start in him with his play. I know Dan Campbell, the maturation of Dan Campbell, play calling and being aggressive and getting more comfortable in the role and all that stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be big too. That's gonna be huge too. But Goff got to ball out. He can't just play a bus driver ball. No, he got to make plays. So, that is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Our notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal's in the link tree as well too. Spotify and Anchor, all in the link tree. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Um, but yep, all that's in the link tree, man. First link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.